There are so many things happening all at once, guys, until we have a lot to talk about the my master timeline in just a little bit and how it ties in with and how we're about to get confirmed by the Federal Reserve this month, guys. If they're going to confirm my master timeline this month, pay attention. But first of all, Jim Cramer urges investors to sell their Bitcoin. Fascinating. What does that tell us, guys? Possibly the cryptosphere is about to pump, right, and never stop, perhaps. Crypto lender Euler Finance loses $200 million in cyber attack. Wow, guys, you don't say. Be very careful, quote unquote, cyber attack. Yeah, come on, guys. Be very careful, like we stated before, from all these other S coins and meme coins, because they will all, guys, 99.9% of these coins will go away at one point in time. Remember, we are telling you this. Now, when do I believe it's going to happen? At the same time the collapse takes place, okay? So pay attention. From the CTO of Bitfinex and CTO of Tether tweeted this out right here. Tether doesn't have any exposure to Signature Bank, right? Do you have a tweet drafted for every bank already? Wow. Just at this point, I don't even want to know what exposure USDT has. Just maintain the peg no matter how illegal things get. This is crazy. They don't care if... Guys, come on, guys, right? All these, like, I can't believe it. Oh, and by the way, don't forget, all these people do state one thing, but they do something else. We do know that at one point in time, guys, Tether USDT will implode. And when this happens, guys, or when that happens, guess what will happen in the cryptosphere, right? Every other coin will disappear. But there will be a few coins that survive. One of them, the heart of the new financial system right here. January 2023, 60% payments sent over RippleNet used on-demand liquidity plus XRP for cross-border transactions. You don't say, guys, right? All the XRP, the only coin out there that is legit and solves real-world problems. Today, on-demand liquidity is available in nearly 40 payout markets, and last year, approximately 60% of payments over RippleNet were sent through on-demand liquidity. In other words, over half of payments are now using XRP. This is very important, using XRP for cross-border transactions. Ripple has processed $30 billion worth of volume and 20 million transactions since RippleNet was first launched. Guys, that's crazy, isn't it? Right? But people are talking about, since XRP is being used, XRP price isn't moving up, right? That thing is, what is that, guys? It's all about what? Price suppression, right? Manipulation of market. Does this validate the Riddlers actually? Because if the price is stable until what happens? Until the flip gets switched. That's weird. That's strange, isn't it? Fascinating connection. No, from Jack Straw. No more Federal Reserve note. Now called US Treasury dollar, guys. This is crazy. US Treasury dollars, right? Then if you go all the way down here, someone pointed out Treasury notes back in the old days were backed by gold and silver before it turned into fiat, backed by nothing and became the Fed Reserve note, right? I think it means no more printing money out of thin air. Hopefully reverted back to an asset-backed currency. Well, we do know what, guys. The Federal Reserve obviously knows. Well, if we do head back into a gold-backed system, guys, right? The Fed will probably have not much power, if not any. At all, right? So, but they do know that a new system is inbound. Now, it's crazy because even David Schwartz, guys, is fighting the FUD, right? Because there's a lot of attacks on XRP. Hey, Ripple, care to tell everyone what you're doing sending around hundreds of millions of XRP on this fine Sunday afternoon, right? Then we go from David Schwartz replied, as Brad says, it's always bonus season. Just joking around, guys, right? Just trolling. So it seems like David Schwartz isn't worried one bit, guys. That's interesting, right? He's calm, cool, collected because he knows what's upcoming. Of course he does. Guys, people think I'm just joking around, but I truly do believe the flip of the switch will occur at one point in time, and that'll be after the storm is done and over, as Mr. Poole does state. It's so clear. But when is the storm going to be done and over with? Well, as soon as the collapse takes place, right? During or after it. So clear, guys. You got to pay attention and be patient. Now, well, that isn't financial advice, but that's just my belief. From investing.com. United States economic data this week. So this is very important, and this is where the Federal Reserve will confirm our timeline, our master timeline by 2025, the sequence of events by 2025 or not. It has to be this month, guys. This is why. CPI inflation comes out tomorrow, I think. Yes, this is where the Fed will determine if they are going to raise interest rates higher or probably not, guys, right? And that's all, and this is what matters. And then there's a lot more happening throughout the week, right? Which is going to be very important. But first of all, CPI is going to be very important, inflation, whatnot. Now, the reason why I stated that they're going to confirm to us my master timeline, right, the sequence of events till 2025, this is why. Because it all depends on the interest rate hike or not from Goldman Sachs or SUX. Given the recent stress in the banking system, we no longer expect the Fed to raise interest rates at its March 22nd meeting, guys. There you guys go, March 22nd, a very important date. Why? Oh, and by the way, guys, look at that. 105,000 tweets about Ripple. Ripple's definitely trending. Isn't that something crazy? Then, so basically, it's all about the Fed. Are they going to raise interest rates or not, guys, right? By 25 basis points, by 50, or will they not at all? So Goldman Sachs is basically saying right here is that they no longer expect the Fed to raise interest rates, which means if they don't, guys, that's very, 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 very bullish for the cryptosphere and stock market, right? The markets basically. Why? Because I told you right here, guys, this is my master timeline, right? I'll have the link down below so you guys can want to investigate further. I believe we're going to have a raging bull market, which means XRP goes to a high price possibly. And this bull market will last till 24-25, right? And then the collapse takes place afterwards, folks. So we're just waiting. This is the month where we'll be confirmed by the Fed about my master timeline, right? Because look at this right here. Fed swaps now show that the most likely scenario is no more interest rate hikes, right? Because they're scared. If they keep raising, guys, they can't, because if they keep doing it, they're going to literally break another thing. But two banks already collapsed, or was it 3, guys, right? Banks collapsing like no tomorrow. Because now we're starting to see the consequences of them raising these rates, guys, right? The interest rates. But something broke, but the Fed is still expected to go through with rate hikes. Now, if they do raise these, if they do raise it, guys, right, by 25 or 50 basis points, I mean, 50 is not going to be good at all. 25 is going to be better, but if they pause it, that will be a lot better. But if they do raise it, guys, these coins will dump once again, right, until the next meeting. Then we go up and never stop. But I hope they stop this meeting, which means we'll be pumped basically earlier, right? Markets still expect the Fed to keep up its inflation fighting efforts. They don't care about inflation one bit, guys. They truly don't. Quantitative easing is back, by the way. They're bailing out banks and whatnot, despite high-profile bank failures that have rattled the financial system. Guys, we need one or two more bank failures before the Fed has enough political cover to reverse course and switch pause. And then emergency rate cuts, right? Wow, I can't wait for their emergency rate cuts, guys. But at the same time, this is so saddening. You guys know why? Because if they don't stop inflation, we suffer. Yes, we the damn people. These people don't, because they're already millionaires and billionaires, guys, right? To them, inflation is nothing. It means literally nothing. But inflation goes after the middle class. Think about that, folks. They're trying to price everyone out, right? That's why I stated the future will be what? A two-tiered system. No joke about it, guys. We're going into a hyperinflationary bubble, right? The USD is. From Wall Street Silver, the Fed is trapped. Which way will they go? A, raise rates and continue to cause banks to fail. Or B, Fed pivot, bailout banks, balance sheets, inflation runs higher. Exactly, guys. I mean, the Fed will definitely pivot, right? Fed pivot right there. They're going to bail out banks. Or will they rather have a bank run occur? Right? It's literally only 2 paths, guys. Which one will they take? Come on, guys. We know the game plan, right? And a lot of people are talking about that kiss your rate hikes goodbye, right? But then if you go down here to the comments, they choose hyperinflation than a recession. Got confirmed, folks, right? Look at my master timeline. What did I say right here? I stated, I don't know if I stated oil or anything else here. I'm not sure. But I did state that everything will go up like everything will go up. And I'm pretty sure that I stated that a long time ago, guys. That oil, inflation, everything will go up, guys, right? Because that's when the system breaks to implement a new system. Have fun buying X for $20, right? Exactly, guys. This is why it's saddening, because they're trying to go after the middle class, a two-tiered system, right? So let's wait and see. Again, people are talking about they will raise interest rates and whatnot, but let's wait and see to see what happens at the FOMC meeting in a week or two. From Gold Telegraph, basically, he talks about the Great Depression back in the day. But if you go here, look at this, guys. Both Goldman and Barclays say rate hikes are off the table for March, right? There you guys go. Off the table. What does that mean? They're not going to rate hikes possibly, which means that's bullish for cryptos and stocks, but that's very bearish for us, the people, because everything will rise, guys. And this is their master plan on how they're going to collapse the system. All these people are calling for not only for a pause, but a 25 basis point cut now. If they did this, guys, cryptos and stocks will pump like no tomorrow. They will literally skyrocket. But remember this, the Fed has an infinite amount of money, and they won't let the economy, look at this guy. Wow. They won't let the economy collapse. Look at his eyes, right? They won't let the economy collapse because they have an infinite amount of money. Don't you see what's happening? Or at least right now they won't. Well, look at this. The proof is in the damn pudding. Wow, the Fed and the U.S. Treasury just became the FDIC backing the entire banking system. The Fed says its new bank term funding program, which offers loans to banks under easier terms, is big enough to cover all uninsured deposits, guys. Right? Look at this right here. This should do wonders for their fight against inflation. Exactly. Did you guys really think they care about inflation? Duh, they don't, because they won't get. There will be no consequences for the wealthy class, folks, right? But for the people, there will be huge consequences. But I forgot to state that when the collapse takes place, inflation will go down dramatically to the base inflation, or if not, it will be deflation. The Fed and the FDIC have signaled that they will backstop basically every bank deposits, basically bail them out. Does this incentivize banks to take even greater risks without deposits, right? Exactly. Of course they will, guys, right? Remember, when the bull run begins, it's going to be euphoric. It's going to be explosive, but the plug will be pulled out when everyone is asleep. Everyone will be caught off guard, guys. This is the master timeline. I'm just saying it, right? This is just my opinion, not financial advice. Justin, White House says Silicon Valley Bank is not a bailout. You guys see how they term it not a bailout? Of course it damn is, guys. What? It's not a bailout. It's a capital safety reallocation program. 1,000% is a bailout, guys, right? They literally swooped in and saved the day, like we said it right here. Crypto Biz looking for banking partner. This is just a fun tweet, guys. Listen to this right here from Mr. Intuitive.
Hi, I run a crypto company. Are you looking for a banking partner? Why don't you try Signature Bank? They've been great to me. Let me take you for a tour inside. Shut down by the feds. Stop the cameras.
And there you guys go, right? Careful, guys, careful. You guys know one thing? Listen to this. These banks and whatnot, it's going to be so terrible right before the collapse, folks, right? Things will go out of hand. And when the collapse takes place, say goodbye to everything out there, right? Companies, smaller companies, the big ones are definitely going to go down. There's going to be a ripple effect throughout Earth, guys, right? And it's going to affect every country because everything is interconnected at the end of the day. Not to mention, from Disclosed TV, trading halted for multiple US bank stocks at market open. Why? Because things were getting really ugly, guys, right? Well, this is all happening by design, guys. None of this is by accident, exactly for a specific reason, right? Because Bank of America, JP Morgan, and Wells Fargo all said to be experiencing much higher than average withdrawals. Nothing to worry about, says spokesperson. Guys, the whole banking system is a fraud. It's all manipulated. It's all a scam, right? It's fraudulent. Don't say you weren't warned when the time does appear. But remember, under 250K you should be good because it's backed by FDIC, right? It's insured. So, but I forgot to state is that's where billionaires become millionaires overnight, right? And that's where the transfer, when the implosion takes place, folks, money doesn't just die. It gets transferred to where? The cryptosphere. This is where the quote-unquote flip of the switch will occur. Not financial advice, not financial advice, not financial advice. Prepare. What was that? So, for guys, see ya.